So yeah, that was a great ride. Me and Mike have just done a fantastic loop all around Longridge, way out over to the coast. And if you like cycling in Lancashire, I recommend this route. It was absolutely fantastic, and the tailwind on the way back, we were flying.
I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and the weather in winter can be very unpredictable. It's mid-January 2022 now, but let's have a look at where we're based in the United Kingdom. And because of the weather, today's ride started from Whalley, which, like last week's ride, is to the west of the Pennines. And looking in more detail there, you can see the ride that we was going to take on today, where we passed by the villages of Ribchester, the town of Longridge, heading on towards Garstang, and eventually working our way towards Pennines, and the coastal village of Knott End, where the aptly named Knott End café is located. And so the route back will take us towards Hambleton, Great Eccleston, Wood Plumpton, passing back through Longridge, and then on towards Hurst Green, before the final section into Whalley. And some data for you, the ride distance was 66.6 miles, or 107 kilometres. The elevation gain was 2,382 feet. With Storm Malik approaching, it was going to be a very hard headwind out and a super fast tailwind back, and even got a top 10 near Catforth. The ride time was 3 hours 52 minutes, with an average speed that actually increased as the day went along, up to 17.2 miles per hour. But let's get back to the ride, where me and Mike are just on the outskirts of Whalley and about to start the ride.
Well, it's Saturday the 29th of January. There's Mike. Look at the clouds overhead. It's blowing a Whalley. We've had to change the ride plans today, is that right? Yeah. We're going to go to the Peak District, but with 60-70 miles an hour winds, we've had to change route completely. We're going to get towards Ribchester, which is that way. We've left the village of Whalley just a mile behind us. So are you looking forward to today's ride, Mike?
Yeah, no. Not into this wind, do you?
Got with D-section rims on.
It's an headwind down.
Yes.
Tailwind back, so you do the work out.
And I'll do the work back. And we've got no chest harness, so today might be difficult to film any action shots. It's really windy. Mike's on the front there. I'm just trying to be careful. We'll get side gusts and they really catch you out. Oh, the weather's looking bad up there. Looks like it's going to rain on us big time. Well, we've just been passed by the Green Jersey Club from Clitheroe. Well, we're 10 miles into the ride, just gone through Longridge, and we've got into like a chain gang here with the Green Jersey group. Just doing rotations on the front, then peel off on the inside, go to the back, then come through on the outside. Mike, big one left! Well, we just pulled over because we've got a comment on this. It was great to see the Green Jersey Club from Clitheroe with young kids out there on the bikes in them rotations, because we were like that once, weren't we, Mike?
Yeah.
We've been there, and it's just a great way of getting people the right age. Get to our age then, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, thumbs up.
Rotations, weren't they? They were getting directed. Good.
Yeah, that was really, really good to see. So
40 seconds on, get to the back.
And does Gary and Nick ride with that group?
I think Nick does.
Well, we call Gary Chris.
Oh, Gary's with Pendle Forest.
Ah, right. We think Nick
Nick's
does.
with them.
Yeah. So they've peeled off that way towards Whitewell, I think. We're going this way towards Inglewhite. That was good, that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we always got pushed home, make sure.
Yeah.
I got moaned at once or twice. You're not trained. Only by 1 or 2.
Right. I am officially.
I didn't stop though, I stuck at it.
I'm officially too warm, so I'm taking a layer off. And it's not bad for January, taking a layer off. That one's got to come off because it's just too hot. Okay, we're back on the road again, hopefully. A few layers off. I'm not wearing 2 pair of gloves either now. It really is mild. Well, we're bang on 15 miles into the ride. This is Inglewhite. I love it round here, me, Mike.
Oh,
it's like proper Lancashire, isn't it?
Oh, it's yeah. Just like
Could be anywhere, couldn't you, in Lancashire, and this is one of them places.
You're in the heart of Lancashire. This is where they make...
So anyway, we were looking for Garstang next, and Lydia Road.
Can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad.
Well, we're 18 miles now, crossing the A6 here. Not far from Garstang. Got a landmark for you here, that's the Bellflower pub. The A6 is that way going north. We're going to take a left down here. We're about 10 miles from the cafe. I've not told you yet, we're going to go to Knott End. I tried to go there in summer. There's a cafe right on the front. How's it going, Mike?
Alright.
How's it on the front with that wind?
It's alright, it's good training, isn't it?
I mean, we were keeping 18 mile an hour down there.
Yeah, just coasting down, you know.
Coasting. Still windy, windy. We're on Kilcrash Lane now. There's your sign for Knott End, 9 miles. Pilling, 6 miles. Come on, Mike.
And then we had a blast on these long, flat, straight roads. And even with the headwind, we carried some good pace.
Well, if you recognise that place there, that's where I got my chips from. Cycling to a chippy in Pilling. That was a really hard headwind on them flat open roads. Me and Mike were just taking turns, rotations. We kept it at 19.5 miles an hour. It was really good. The average speed's now 15, which is pretty epic, isn't it, really? Hopefully on the way back with a tailwind, that'll change a lot. Right, that's 31 miles. This is Knott End. Them roads on the way in were really bad, by the way. Potholy, uneven. The final mile, it was hard going. And we can see the cafe now. Here it is.
But first, we had a look at the sea.
Must be Wyreside. You see where the tide comes up on this section? Fleetwood, Blackpool that way. And way over in the distance is Heathsham, where we were the other week, last week, Morecambe. Well, it's turned out alright, hasn't it, mate?
Grand.
Blue skies,
Yeah.
blowing a gale.
Yeah.
You get in the cafe? Okay, let's try and find some black puddings.
I don't think it'd be this nice, eh?
Yeah.
And so we'd covered 30 miles in just under 2 hours, and given the conditions, that wasn't too bad, and I could feel it in my legs.
So come on, let's go and get a brew.
Now there was no paella on the menu today for Mike, but he settled for a black pudding.
Yeah. Look at that, Mike's on black pudding with bacon. Vegetarian with a black pudding.
And then Mike fancied some pudding of a different kind, and he demolished that meringue.
He's not going to be riding home after that, is he?
And after a bit of bike talk, some black pudding talk, it was time to hit the road again.
That weren't a bad cafe, were it? So I think we're going to head back towards Hambleton, then maybe pick a road towards Great Eccleston.
Oh yeah.
And this tailwind mean we're going to be flying.
Yeah.
Big time.
40 mile average home.
I wish. But it's quite chilly, isn't it now?
Oh, it's quick innit, I can feel it.
Yeah, we're not even pedalling, it's 14 mile an hour on the flat. Right, we'll catch you later. Well, we were flying then, that pushing wind, it's going that way across us over this shoulder that way. 22, 23 mile an hour, 25 at times, it was so fast. We're in Hambleton, heading towards Great Eccleston next. Okay, this is where we're going to meet the 585, I think. Yes, we're going to take a left now, get on the 585 and make our way back towards Garstang. Yeah, we're cruising along here now, 26 miles an hour. Really nice. So Mike, this is Great Eccleston. We're on it, aren't we? It's really good to ride.
Yeah.
We've done about 41 miles. Just covered 10 miles in probably half an hour, haven't we? You know, it's
more than that.
What, more miles?
Yeah, about 20.
Not that many.
No.
But yeah. So I'm going to use the Garmin now just to navigate us back. Yeah. We've got a preset for Longridge, but we'll pick up some lanes that we know anyway, so.
Oh, yeah. Upwards and upwards.
Yeah, and it's nice and dry now on the roads.
Yeah, oh yeah.
54 miles in. We've really made some good time here, but I'm too hot again. So, another layer's coming off. Really warm. Yeah, we're just down now to the base layer, that's it. Right, we've made it back to Longridge. We're on 56 miles or so. There's that old classic sign for Blackpool. So that's part of the loop formed on the map now. So we could go back towards Hurst Green and do a loop back into Whalley if we chose, or go straight back to Ribchester. Nice. Having a gel. Well, we're on the B6243. Where are we, Mike?
The B6243.
And we're next to Millie's Cafe.
Oh, yeah. Millie's Cafe, yeah.
Millie's Cafe.
Yeah, we're on Millie. Yeah.
Been there a few times, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're batting on here, aren't we? My God. Feel me out bumping out of my chest here. 62 miles nearly. We're over 17 miles per hour now. So, well, that was a fantastic ride we've just done. And it was well over 100 kilometres. We're nearly on 67 miles. And we're in Whalley. So yeah, that was a great ride. Me and Mike have just done a fantastic loop all around Longridge, way out over to the coast. And if you like cycling in Lancashire, I recommend this route. It was absolutely fantastic, and the tailwind on the way back.
Well, that was another cracking ride, and these are classic roads, and they've been used for many years by cyclists young and old. And can I thank you all for your support and for commenting on these videos. And here's a few outtakes for you people.
Not into this wind, do you?
No, not with deep shake. I can't say that word.
Deep section rims.
Not with deep section rims on.
Some deep section rims and it's blowing a Whalley.
Yeah.
You're in the heart of Lancashire. This is where they make Lancashire cheese. It's made in that barn over there. It was built in.
They don't make Lancashire cheese here, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
This is going to be another one for the outtakes, this, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
If I do the workout, yeah, and Mike will help me on the way back by getting behind me.
Yeah, that's it. It just makes me laugh.
All this.
Yeah, we were riding away and then we're riding back.
Yeah. So we're going to ride away, Mike, and then we're going to ride back to get the camera.
Got it done. Got it.
Oh. How's it going then, Mike? You not fancy a chip, eh?
What, with a body like this?
Oh yeah, sorry.
You know, I'm an athlete, aren't I?
Well, they might do paella. You might be able to get a pizza with paella on it.
I've gone off paella, Dad. Gone off paella.
You've heard it here.
Black pudding. So we're getting sponsorship, aren't I?
Ah, right.
Seems to be turning up, is it?
No, no. Hey, I tell you.
Stand it.
Well, we've got an idea. What Mike could do, I could do it as well. We could eat and eat and eat and become pretty fat. Then we can make a video about how slim we are now and how fat we used to be. That was a tough ride, that. I found it hard going out with the wind.
Yeah.
And even coming back with the wind, we were going fast and it was still hard, pushing big gears.
Yeah. I didn't find it too bad coming back.
Yeah, we were pretty strong.
Found it. Yeah, it was right, yeah. It was alright. Yeah.
Not bad for January, is it?
So, yeah.
They're good miles then.
Good miles, that, mate. So, yeah.
Right, well,